Okay, you got it right. I'm just repeating once because I forgot to start the recording. Okay, run is to just to run for every time whenever a user logs in, and run once will run once, only once. The run once key makes the program run one time and then the key is deleted. Okay, and these are the scenarios where you will use the particular run or run once. Run will be used while launching the services. Services are nothing but the background processes that will run. Okay, and also hide, auto, start and background. You can remember these by yourself. Run once is used to complete some setup, application setup, or some map, some network drive, or change a setting like that. Okay, map a network drive means what? You have C drive here, right? So if you want to add one more drive here, okay, so add a network location. Here you can add one more network location using the, you should give the network name. Network name will be like this actually. Okay, network name means you are giving the location of some other server or some other machine, and then you are mapping that path so that you can use it easily. Okay, you can give that path. Okay, we should give a valid path actually, and then we can give the drive name so that it will map. Okay, like the C drive only, you will next get one more drive which you name. If I name it as a D drive, you will get D drive also here. On clicking the D drive, it will open that particular path. Okay, network drive means, network path means mapping some other location. Okay, it's not like, anyway, we should give like examples it is giving, right? Slash slash server share http. So we would like this, we should give that is the network path, and we should give the name also at the end, like D drive, E drive, like that, so that you can create one more drive like this, like C drive, you will get a one more location, and by clicking that you can open that network drive. Okay, so for mapping the network drive, we are using that run once key also. Okay, the data value of the key is a command line. What we will use in the run key actually, we will use a command. I'll show you. See, let's go to the how to create a run once key. Okay, you should start your Windows and open the regedit. Regedit, you know, right? Regedit is nothing but the registry editor. We'll open. Okay, under this, what if path you should follow? H key user software Microsoft Windows current version run once. Okay, this is for the current user. If you want to run a particular script for the current user who is logged in, you should use this path, software Microsoft. You can directly copy paste also here. See, copy that, come here and paste it here and enter. Okay, just come here, paste it and enter. You should at least open some path and then paste it. Okay, then I came to the run once path. So this is the run once path where I can make the changes, or where I can include a script so that that will run once when the user logs in. If I want to do the same change for the machine level, okay, if I want to make some script run for a machine, then I'll go to the HKLM path. Okay, what right now I'm showing you the current user path. Okay, and HKLM is a local machine. This comes under the local machine. If some other user logs on also, that will be accessible. So this is a HKLM. You can also go through these things if you have some time. Okay, they'll ask you, mostly it's current user and local machine only. Okay, if you find some time, please also go through these basics, other registries also. Now we can create a run once key in current user and also in HKLM. If you see, the path will be same, software Microsoft Windows current version run once, but only this H key current user and HKLM will change. Okay, so we can create a registry key here. How we can create? Right click the run once key. Okay, come to here, the path. Okay, come to the path, and what they are showing, right click, okay, create a new string value. Okay, you should create a new string value like this, and under this string value you can name the string value, or like, see, you can name it like a what is it, startup or something, whatever his name is relevant to you, you can name it. And in this we can give like the command which we want to run. Assume there is some script here. See, if you have a requirement like you want to open some particular application every time, okay, you can do that. Okay. Okay, in the startup, let me give the path of this. I'm just testing it. Okay, see, so run once, right? Whenever we give this particular path, I have created a run once key. I have just right clicked and clicked on new string value. I have given the name and I have given the path. Okay, what happens is whenever I log in again, right, the first time, so this test.bat will run. Okay, what is there in the test.bat? That is to launch the particular exe. The bat file contains this particular shortcut to be launched. Okay, I'm launching this Power BI shortcut. Okay, so my requirement is like every time a person logs in, okay, not every time, sorry, I'm showing you the run once, right? So when my user logs in, I want him to know that particular application is there and that should launch. Okay, my application is Power BI, so I created a batch script so that will open a Power BI shortcut every time. Okay, sorry, not every time, for once when I'm running through run once, and I'm keeping that particular command here. Okay, so that will run once per that user. How we will keep this? You will keep the same registry key in the application. Okay, in the advanced installer part, you will go to the registry section and you will place this registry key. Okay, so that while installing, this particular registry key will be populated here, and then it will be running when they run once. Okay, similarly, if I am keeping the same command, this startup command or same thing, I'm creating this run right click string value and I'm giving the name. Okay, start Power BI. And if I am giving that particular path, okay, if this particular path, and I am closing it and logging off and logging in again, okay, then this particular shortcut will run. Okay, this will run and the particular shortcut, Power BI shortcut, will launch by itself. You're getting the requirement, right, Sri Lakshmi and Anita? If you have any kind of requirement, if you want to runs every time, we'll keep it in the run key. If you want to run only once, we'll keep it in the run once key. Got it, guys?
Yes, Amulya, but you taught something about advanced installer, right? Through that we will do
Through
it.
that also you can do what you'll do, you'll just export this part, like see, right click,
Okay.
export. Export means we are taking this whole registry part, registry key. Okay, what we are taking? We are taking this registry key. Okay, so run once, right click, export, and this is the run once key, right? So run once key, I am saving it. Okay, after saving it, here it is. Here it is. Okay, this run once key I'll take to the advanced installer and I'll import in it. Okay, I'll show you later how we'll
Okay, you
import.
keep it in that same
Keep it.
path
We'll
there
take
in
this
the.
and keep it in
Okay.
the advanced installer. How we'll do it? We'll do
Okay.
it using a single command. There will be some import. We'll be doing
Okay.
using that. Okay, nothing to worry about it. Just you'll export this registry and keep it there. Or you can also directly go there and create this key and write like this. Okay, just like I wrote here, right? You can go to this
Mm.
path. There will be path. If path is not there, you can just copy paste this and create this path over there and do like this. The easiest way is do manually like this, whatever I showed you. Right click, export it somewhere to your desktop or your some folder and import it to your application. Okay.
Okay.
Mm. And same thing I showed, I told you this also, run once key, run key. You can give any name, okay? You can give any name that describes your action. Just like I gave like start Power BI, right? You can also give something like that. Okay. And one more thing is that one more interview question is there. Like, if I want to keep the key, like after running, the key will be deleted actually. In case of run once. Okay, run once key, what it will happen after the execution, the key will be deleted. Okay, in run once case. So, to keep that key, we need to give a uh, symbol. See, this is the run once, right? After execution, this will be deleted. This particular key will be deleted. So, what I need to do? I need to give this escalation mark. Okay, this one at the starting so that it won't delete. If I want to test some particular action, for testing purpose, I want this script to be there at the end so that I can log in and check again. Okay, you are running something for the first time and you want to run it in run once only and you are not sure whether it will work or not. Okay, you are running something for the first time using run once and you are not sure that will work or not. In that case, if you want to keep this key, why you want to keep this key? Because you want to run twice. Okay, first you want to run and see whether that particular thing is working or not. If it is working, fine, you can remove this this mark. Okay, escalation mark. And if your application doesn't work, if it failed, okay, to rectify it, you will work on it and again come back and run it again. Okay, so by keeping this particular registry won't get deleted. Okay, this will stay. For testing purpose, you can use this. If somebody asks you, like, if you want to keep that key, you don't want to delete the run once key also, what we will do? You will do the, you will give the escalation mark. Okay. Okay, if you keep the run once key, what is the problem? Why is run once key used only once? See, what are the direct consequences of registering a run once command from my run once command? So, what is the thing? I have given you the link also, you can go through. I'll just read it out. An application must not continuously recreate entries under run once because this will interfere with the Windows setup. See, if you are installing some setup using run once, okay? You're installing something and your installation has started, but some other Windows updates are there. When this run once will run? Whenever your user logs in, right? So a user logged in and the run once key has started, and the action of the run once key has was to just launch one particular setup or install some setup, you understand, right? Setup.exe. Okay, so you're installing something, but in the middle some updates needs to be installed, so that updates will be stopped due to the installation of your run once. See, the intended purpose of the run once is to allow the application installer to do some work after the restart of the restart to complete the installation. Run once can be used on lockdown and after the restart of the system also. Therefore, any pending run once entry suggests that an application is still in progress. Okay, if the run once key is still there, this seems that the application is still in progress. The computer will understand like the run once key is still in progress, because run once key action will be like that, like, see, whenever user logs on, this particular key will instantly launch this application and it will get deleted. Before the execution of test.bat itself, this key will be deleted. But what happens? It will trigger this one. You're understanding, right? First, it will trigger this particular bat file, means it will launch the bat file. In between, the batch file runs its action. Batch file has an action to launch the shortcut. Before the shortcut is launched, and before the action of the command prompt bat file is done, this particular key will get deleted in run once key. Okay. So after the key is deleted, the Windows system will know like run once key is not there. Run once key is executed or execution in progress. So if the key is still there, if we are keeping this escalation mark and keeping that key, so if that key is there and some other update comes up, then there will be a collision, right? That is the problem. Therefore, any pending run once exists entries suggest that an application is install is still in progress. It assumes that the installation is still in progress. And Windows setup tries not to upgrade a system while an application is middle of installing. You're getting right? If the registry is still there, the Windows setup, the other upgrades might think that some installation is in progress and they won't get installed. They will be differing. Windows setup is not just for installing Windows from scratch, but also for upgrading from one version to another. Just like Windows OS, right? Your OS is earlier in Windows 7, Windows 8, now Windows 10, Windows 11. Okay? We are in what? What OS we have? In Office or something, which OS you are using? Any idea? Okay, see. There is an update pending, Windows 11 version 23H2. Okay, so we have the latest version called 23H2, Windows 11 23H2. This is the OS part. Similarly, Windows can get try not to upgrade system, like it will get upgrades, but it will not upgrade thinking that the run once key is still pending with the system. Okay, so better you should not use this escalation mark. Use the run key as it is only. Okay, only in run once that will check. Run is a regular key, so that will work by itself. Okay, first go through this document, then come up with the questions. Okay. Okay, now I'll give you just 2 minutes. Okay, if you want to go through, you can go through this active setup part meanwhile. Mm. కాదమ్మా ఒక వీడియో రన్ చేయాలి అందుకని డాడీ ఫోన్ తెచ్చుకోవయ్యలోపు ఒక 10 నిమిషాలు చూడు నేను ఈ టాపిక్ చెప్పాక ఇస్తా ఫోన్ నీకు ఉం? ఇస్తా నీకు
Install components key, what will be there? I remember this key, but I don't remember what was there.
Install components, I'll show you. Okay, active setup. Okay, you got it right. Run means runs every time. Run once means runs only per user or per machine once only. Active setup. Active setup also runs one time only. Okay, per user. But if somebody logs in, some other user also logs in, like if you have some action to be run, okay, some particular shortcut to be launched or some permissions to be given, you have some actions to be done. So who is logged on? Amulya is logged in here. So when I am logged in, the active setup will run for me, okay, and do that particular actions in my user profile only. And when somebody else like Kirtana logins, okay, in next whenever Kirtana logins to my system, the same system, that particular command will run for Kirtana also. Okay, so active setup is used to run one time per user. For every machine, even if a new user logs in, that runs for the new user also, and it will run only one time per user. Like if that particular active setup is run one time for me, that will run only one time for me, and that won't run again for me. Okay, what is an active setup? Active setup is again a setting under a registry. Okay, that setting is used to perform some actions required for us, and that will be running one time per user, similar to run once only. Active setup is there, but it will run every time per user, and it will run one time that per that particular user. Sorry, run means what? Run will run every time for a user. Okay, even if I am the only one logging to my system, every time I log in, this run will run. But active setup is like that, that will run only one time per user, means that will run only one time for me when I log in. Okay, and that will stop its action. So you see, what is an active setup, they ask you? Setup is a mechanism for executing commands once per user once per user. Okay, once per user early during logon. Active setup is used by some operating system components like Internet Explorer to set up an initial configuration. Why we will use it? Use to set up some initial configuration, just like for run and run once we have seen, right? At the starting of the system we want to do some changes, so at the login of the user, before the user logs in or during the user logs in, I want to set up some settings like Internet Explorer initial configuration, like that. Okay, so for that we will use active setup. What is the active setup key? Run once key is like different, right? Remember the keys also, guys, they'll ask you the path also. Okay, this HKLM software Microsoft Windows current version run. Okay, this is for run, current version and run. So for active setup, that is like software Microsoft active setup, directly under Microsoft active setup will be there, and under this install component path will be there. This is the HKLM path for uh, active setup, and this is for 32-bit applications. Okay, so you can just remember one path. This path is enough for now. Okay, I'll tell you about the 32-bit part again. Okay, otherwise I'll show you one video. Okay, that because that will be quick. In my machine, actually, I'm not able to log in as other user, so that's why I couldn't show you. Give me a moment. I'll start the video. Just give me a moment. Okay, they're showing you how to implement a active setup in an MSA package. Okay. First, they will run an application called VLC Media Player. Okay, this is a VLC Media Player application. They're just launching the shortcut to show you. If you see here, while launching the shortcut, you have got a prompt, privacy and network access policy. Okay, this is an additional window. This is not a shortcut. Okay, so every time you launch this, right, it will give you this prompt. So what is the requirement here? The user who don't want this pop-up to be there. The privacy and network access policy shouldn't be there for that particular user. Okay, so for that purpose, we need to suppress this window. Okay, we'll suppress this using the active setup, and they will show you like how it is doing. Once this window comes, they click on the relevant options, whatever is necessary. Allow media network or regularly check for VLC updates. Okay, if both is needed, also fine. They according to the requirement of the customer, and they'll click on continue. Okay. Okay, they clicked on continue, close the shortcut, and they are launching the shortcut again. Second time they are launching the shortcut. Okay, if you see that particular prompt is not there. Okay, that particular first prompt is not there. Okay, the second prompt is about updates. The first prompt is not there. Okay, how it has happened? They'll show you where the files got stored then. Actually, these files, whatever they made changes, right, they clicked on continue. That particular files will be stored on the user profile. Okay, we have something like app data, if you know. Okay, I'll show you on my system. See, this path is called app data. Okay, app data roaming. App data local is there, app data local low is there, roaming is there. But if you take that percentage app data, that will open this particular path. Okay, so this is the app data path, and local app data will also be there. So whenever you make some changes to the shortcut, that shortcut I showed you, right, those will be storing under this particular path, app data path. If you observe that app data and local app data paths are storing under the user profile. Okay, C users and Amulya. So this is storing under the profile, user profile. So what I should do, the other users also should get this particular application without that particular prompt. So my changes, whatever are copied in the user profile, will be given to the other user also. Okay, hope you're getting. While he launched the shortcut and clicked on continue, clicking on continue made some files to be copied under the C app data. Okay, this particular location, some files got copied. That's why during the second launch, the application is not showing that particular window. Okay, now here they are showing you how to create an active setup. See, this is the app data path. Okay, this is the app data path, and in the app data path, while clicking on the continue on that particular window, he got a folder created. Okay, the folder is VLC folder. Under that, some files are there which are making that prompt to be disabled. Okay, why it is disabled? That because the settings are already set. You have clicked on that particular two check boxes you got earlier, and whatever changes you made, that is copied under VLC and inside those folders. So this VLC folder should be present for every user so that user won't get that prompt. This point you understood or not? Anita, Kirtana,
Yes, Amulya.
you got right? Kirtana, Kirtana, you there?
Yes, Amulya.
You got the point, right? Sri Lakshmi, I think you got it.
Yes,
Three
Amulya.
of you are not there. Yeah. Okay then. Okay. Our job is to take this particular folder and get this copy to every user when they logs in. Okay. Just like we are taking this registry export and keeping it in our application and running it through our application so that that particular key run once or runs, okay, based on the requirement. Similarly, what we'll take this folder from here, keep it in our application using Activesetup. Okay, Activesetup, what it will do, it will take this particular folder and get this copied in the user profile. That he will show you. That let me run the video. Here, see, this is the particular application. This they opened under the actually Admin Studio install shield. We are showing under the advanced installer in our part. For to copy that particular folder, he is creating a VB script here. Okay, VB script to copy the VLC folder in each and every user's app data folder. Okay, that VB script will be run using the Activesetup. Okay, now he will create the Activesetup inside his package. What he is doing, see, first he is taking this folder from here. This is nothing but his own computer. Source computer folder means his own computer. And this is destination computer. Destination computer means our package. He is copying this folder and keeping this in the application. Okay, he is placing that particular folder in the application. He is telling about the source path and the destination path. Source path is he is taking the folder from the our path only. Okay, and destination path we'll keep it in the application. Okay, don't bother about that. App data folder we should keep. See, this is what we need. He is creating a folder structure in the registry. Okay, HKLM. What he created, HKLM software. See, HKLM software, Microsoft. If the path is not there, you should create that path. Okay. From Microsoft, he doesn't have the path. So, he is creating that path. Or you can also export and import also. Okay. He's doing Microsoft, again a new key, Activesetup. And again from here, he'll create a install components. And under that install components, he will create that particular script. Now he'll create a new key, VLC. Okay, he is giving a name here, VLC player. Under this, he will create the stub path. Stub path is nothing but the path which will execute the script. That script will copy the files which are existing in this VLC folder is there, right? That file will be copied to the app data folder. See, he has given that program files, video LAN, VLC, create folder.vbs. He has created a VBS script to copy that files and folders in the app data folder, and he has kept it under this program files path. Okay, he has already kept this VBS in this application. See, now in this here he is showing. This is the files and folders path, program files and video LAN. 1 second, let me. Is it visible to you? See, in the program files, video LAN, VLC, and then he has created a VBS here. Okay, he has created a VBS script, and he is giving this VBS script path in the registry path which he has created. This path he only created, and that VBS he has only created, and he has added it to the package. Okay, and then he is giving a stub path. Stub path is nothing but the path which should be executed to keep the files in the app data folder. Okay, what does the active setup folder contain? Active setup registry contain? It will contain a stub path and a version number also. Okay, after adding this, he is executing or building this particular package. Okay, and now what he will do, he will run that package. He has already built that one, and he is running that package. He is running that MSI. Okay, after running, he is opening the registry to see whether the active setup structure is formed or not. Okay, the VLC media player, he has given the stub path, and this stub path should run. This path has been created. Okay, this has just been created. This is not run at. Okay, this will be run when a user logs in. Okay, now he has to log off and log in and check whether the folders are formed or not. Okay, now what he is doing, he is checking the folders. Now what he's doing, if you remember, he has already done his settings in his profile, right? He has already clicked on continue when the pop-up came, the additional pop-up came. So that VLC folder is created under app data roaming in his machine. Already that folder is existing. So he want to test with other user. He want to log in as other user and check whether that particular VBS is running and giving him the required files under app data. Okay, he is creating a new user here, a test user here, using this local user. Computer management, we can do this. See, go to the Windows, type computer management. Okay, open this computer management and come to the system roles. Okay, actually in my system it is not showing, that's why I couldn't show you. That's why I'm showing the video also. Okay, in this path, open computer management, you should go to local users and groups. Under users, you should right click and create a new user and give the user a name. He's giving a user test1 as name, and he's not giving the password, he's just saying the default password. Okay, and he is logging off. Active setup will run only on log off login. Okay, When you freshly log in only, it will run. See, he is opening as a test user. Now he will log in as test user. He will click on test one and he will log in with that user. He will no more be logging in with his ID. See, he logged in with the test user. The computer is preparing for the new user. Now he has opened this path, okay, the app data path for the test one user, and the folder is automatically there for this user. Okay, anyway, let's see this again. It should show you some process. Okay, he's opening the app data after login, and then here the test one user, it is having the VLC folder. Okay, means that particular pop-up shouldn't come when this particular folder is there. So after this he should run the shortcut and see whether that pop-up is coming or not. He's also checking the regedit entry whether the active setup key is there or not. See, in active setup a mechanism is there. What happens is you have created a key under HKLM only. Okay, HKLM software, Microsoft. I showed you the path, right? You are creating a path under this one, HKLM, and the script will be under this HKLM path only. But when the active setup is run, means active setup has done its action. When it has completed, it will create the same structure inside the HKCU. Okay, once this HKLM action is completed, that will create a same path like active setup install components, and the path whatever you created, that path will be created under HKCU after the completion of active setup. So now he will show you the same thing. See, there is a path. VLC media player is our active setup path, right? So here the path is created with this name. Okay. So whenever active setup is executed, HKCU path will be there. And next time when the same user logs in, if the test one user logs in again here, okay, then it will compare, the system will compare the HKLM and HKCU keys, and if the HKCU have that particular entry already, the active setup won't run again. Okay, the HKLM entry will be there. Whatever he has created by default, this VLC media and the stub path, that will be there, but the HKCU is created additionally when the script is executed inside the HKLM. So whenever the system finds out that under the install components, under this active setup install components, VLC media player is there, so this particular action is already done, so this won't be executed again. That's why the concept is like active setup will run one time per user, only one time. How it will stop? It will search the HKCU key, and if that particular HKCU key is present, that action won't run again. Okay. Now the user is logging off again. Okay, same concept. The active setup, it gets executed only once per user. Okay, you got the point. In the active setup, we'll create a particular script to perform our action. Okay, if you want to run some executable also, you can do. You will execute it through using a particular script. Script is also simple only, just like I created, right guys? So they won't ask you to create scripts and show them at this point. Okay, so just like this only, you can create a bash script, you can create a VB script like this to run particular application. You can also get some simple scripts from internet also. If you don't know anything also, you are in the project also, you can just Google it and get the script, try it in your own system. Okay, test machine only you should test. You should not test on you any kind of other machines. In test machine only you can create the script. You can take the script from the internet, modify it according to your requirements, and run it and check. Okay, and this is the concept. Like the concept is that will create an key under HK active setup key under the HKLM only, and what when the particular action is run, that will create a script under HKCU. Okay, got it? Any doubts? Okay, whoever the new user logs in, he will get the particular folder, and that particular application when launched will launch directly without showing any prompts. So active setup in this case is used to suppress any additional pop-ups. Okay, if in interview question, if they ask you like, give me an example for active setup where you will use, you can use like to suppress some particular additional windows which come up while launching the shortcuts. So you can suppress them. Okay.
You can see the message is displayed here.